Now enjoy Little Orphan Annie. Shucks, just look out there, Annie, across the barnyard and over those fields towards the woods. Did you ever see anything so pretty in your life?
I guess I never did, Joe.
I'll say you didn't. With those patches of snow on the fields and the green and the brown beginning to show through,
Moo!
boy oh boy, sure looks like home to me.
Yeah, me too.
Just listen to that cow. Isn't that the nicest music you ever heard?
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Sounds pretty good, all right.
And boy oh boy, listen to that. Say, there was never anything sounded better to me than a rooster.
I guess I feel just the same as you do, Joe.
Moo!
I guess we're just a couple of farmers.
I'll say we are. You know, Annie,
What?
when I went home yesterday,
I bet your mother was glad to see you, Joe.
glad, she caught me right up in her arms, Annie, and then she started crying. Shucks, guess I cried a little myself. And you know, Annie, Peter and Paul cried too.
They did?
Sure, they were so glad to see me. Peter started it. And with being twins, I guess Paul thought he ought to cry too. Anyway, it was swell. People wanting you like that and being glad to see you. It seems like the whole countryside's glad to see us today.
Moo! Land sakes alive, what are you children standing out there on that porch for?
We were just looking around, Miss Silo, and being glad we're home.
Appears to me that's a funny way to be glad. Now, if you want to be really glad, come in the kitchen, dear. Now.
Boy, oh boy, I smell cookies cooking.
That's just what you do, Joe Corntassel. Might have known no matter how long you were away. You can still smell my cookies. Well, come and get them.
Oh boy, will we. Come on, Annie.
I thought you children would begin sniffing around Ma's kitchen pretty soon.
Now look out, Joe. Don't rush with them cookies. They're hot.
Shucks, it's been so long since I had any homemade cookies, I don't care how hot they are.
Here, Annie. Better have one of these cookies before Joe eats more than his share.
Boy, oh boy, they're good. I'll have another one.
Appears to me, Joe, you've got all you can handle in your mouth right now. But go ahead. It makes me feel like old times to see the two of you eating my baked goods.
Seems like old times to me too.
I swear to goodness, now that I've got you both back, it don't hardly seem you've ever been away. Things are just the same as they used to be. Both of you hungry and eating up things as fast as I can cook them.
Nah, things ain't quite the same though, Ma.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, folks are the same, but things aren't. Since you've been gone, Simon's Corners has been going into big business.
Big business. What do you mean, Mr. Silo?
What Pa means, Annie, that a man has come here from the city, a Mr. Taylor Flint, and he's out for the things in a big way.
Things? What sort of things?
Well, he's opened a new bank, as if one bank wasn't enough for Simmons Corners, and he's put up a big electric sign over it, as if signs could get people to have money in their pockets.
Now, Ma, you're not looking at this in the right way. Mr. Flint's a big man. Besides, his new bank, Annie, all the time you and Joe been gone, he's been starting to build a bridge.
A bridge?
Yeah, a bridge across the river. You see, the way things are now, when folks want to go west, they have to drive clear down to Sunfield and cross the river there. But with this new bridge Mr. Flint's building, by paying a toll, they cross the bridge here at Simon's Corner. That means folks will save more than 18 miles driving west.
That seems like an awful swell idea.
That's just what I've been trying to tell Ma.
The idea may be all right, Pa. It's the man I don't like.
Why? What's the matter with Mr. Flint, Ma?
I don't know. Maybe nothing's the matter with him. It's just that I don't seem to take a hankering to him. Maybe it's that stiff collar he wears or his city ways.
Now, that's no reason for not liking a person, Ma, and you know it.
Maybe I do, but I still can't help my likes and dislikes, can I?
Don't know what you can help, but it don't seem to me.
Say, isn't that a car out there in the driveway?
I'll say it is. I can see it from the window. Leaping lizards. It's the biggest car I ever saw in my life. It's bigger than any of Daddy Warbucks.
I say it is. Shucks, look at its shine.
There's a man getting out too. Jumping grasshoppers. He looks like the president or something from the way he's dressed.
Boy, oh boy, look at that long coat and that high silk hat. Gosh, whoever he is, he must be somebody.
It's Mr. Flint. That's who it is. It's Mr. Flint, the man who's building the new bridge.
Now, what could he be wanting here?
I don't know, Ma, but anyhow, he wants to come in.
I guess you better let him in, Pa.
Good day, Mr. Silo. Good day. I was passing by here and I thought it might be well to come in and meet you. I want to get better acquainted with all the leading citizens in the county, so I thought I'd stop.
Well, come in, Mr. Flint. Come in.
Thank you. Thank you. I shall.
This is Mrs. Silo, Mr. Flint.
I'm mighty pleased to meet you, Miss Silo. I've heard a lot about you in Simmons Corner, especially at the church. I'm a good, God-fearing man, and I like to know church members.
Well, now that's nice of you, Mr. Flint.
Not at all, not at all. Since my venture into business here in Simmons Corners, one of the finest garden spots on this earth, I felt I wanted to get better acquainted with all the charming people who live here.
I hardly know what to say, Mr. Flint. You sort of take me by surprise. Meet Annie and Joe Corntassel.
How do you do? How do you do? My, if there's anything I love, it's children. I never was blessed with any myself, but that doesn't affect my feelings for them. I am mighty glad to meet you, both of you. How do you do?
Hello.
Two mighty husky bright children. My, you're to be congratulated, Mr. Silo.
Well, you see, they don't exactly belong to Ma and me.
Well, just having them in your house tells me a lot about your character. Mr. Silo, anyone with two bright young children like this around couldn't help being progressive.
Well, I've always thought I kept up with the times.
Of course you do. Of course you do. That's one reason I dropped in to see you. Now everyone tells me, Mr. Silo, that you're one of the most prosperous citizens of our community. And speaking of churches, Miss Silo, it may interest you to know that I have just donated a new pipe organ to our church.
Land sakes, that's wonderful, Mr. Flint. Simply wonderful.
Why, nothing at all, I assure you. Giving this organ to the church is a great pleasure to me. But speaking of the bridge, Mr. Silo, we were speaking of the bridge.
Yes, of course.
Being one of the leading citizens, I thought I'd give you a chance to get in on the ground floor. So, to speak, now this bridge is going to be a community affair. Of course, I could finance it with a partner from New York, but I felt that people who live here on this spot should have a chance to share the profits.
That's mighty nice of you, Mr. Flint.
Why? Not at all. Whenever I have an enterprise, I like the community to share in it. That's why I picked one of the other leading citizens, Luke Poole, to handle the stock for me. Luke Poole? Yes, indeed. One of your enterprising businessmen. I thought it'd be better if he sold the stock rather than I, and as much as you all know him. We know him, all right. I beg your pardon. Nothing. And so, would you like to invest, Mr. Silo? Oh, a few $100s in a sure thing, just to get in touch with either me or Mr. Poole. It's a marvelous stock you're buying, and can't go wrong.
Buying?
Why, of course. All leading citizens of the county are buying Mr. Silo, and I know you want to be in on the ground floor with the rest of them. That's why I dropped in to give you this opportunity. Well, goodbye, Miss Silo. So nice to have meet you. I know we'll all enjoy the music of that new organ.
Goodbye, Mr. Flint. I don't know how we ladies will ever thank you for that wonderful organ.
Why, pray, don't mention it, Miss Silo. The pleasure's all mine. Well, goodbye, children. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, and I'm thinking of donating the village a playground. Children, with all sorts of things for you to play with. I know you'll like it. Well, goodbye, Mr. Silo. Come in and see me when you want that stock.
Oh my, how I misjudged that man.
Misjudged him? What do you mean, Ma?
Why, he's wonderful. Simply wonderful. Think of him donating that new organ to the church. Nobody in Simmons Corner has ever done anything like that before.
Shucks, they sure haven't.
You must buy some of that stock in the new bridge paw. If Mr. Flint's behind it, I'm sure it must be a fine thing.
Well, I'll think it over, Ma.
If I were you, Mr. Silo, I'd think it over awful well.
Why, Annie, whatever do you mean?
All I mean, Mr. Silo, is that it strikes me Mr. Flint is a little too generous. People who go around giving things away like that usually expect to get something back. And unless I'm wrong, they expect to get back twice as much as they ever gave.
That's little orphan Annie.
This is Miss Moonlight.
Columbia brings you romance.
My name is Romance. I'm the dream you carry in the heart of your youth. I'm all the stories you've told in the ages of the name you love. I'm with each and every one of you, part of the lover in all of you. I am Romance. Tonight, I bring you the story of Miss Moonlight, Sarah Moonlight, a strange and lovely lady who is portrayed for us tonight by the distinguished Broadway star, Miss Julie Hayden. Men don't often understand this, but sometimes a woman is afraid to grow old. She's afraid because someone has told her she's lovely, and she begins to think, will he love me less as the years pass and I'm no longer young? Years ago, Tom Moonlight used to say that to Miss Moonlight had the brightest eyes and the smallest waist and the most beautiful hair he'd ever seen. She loved to hear him say it, because she loved Tom Moonlight, and because she loved him so. She was truly afraid to grow old, and that's why she did the thing she did, and afterward she wouldn't face it, until one birthday when she had to face it. Tom and her sister Edith were there with her. Poor Edith. She had always been in love with Mr. Moonlight, but she'd brought Mrs. Moonlight a shawl for her birthday gift.
A shawl. Oh, how lovely.
You don't like it, do you? I was afraid you wouldn't.
Oh, I do like it, Edith. I think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I can see a thing when it's planned before my nose. You don't like it, Sarah, because you think shawls are for old people.
Oh, Edith, that's not so.
Well, middle-aged people too. But if you don't look middle-aged yourself, at least you're a mother and a married woman.
I should hope so.
And married to a middle-aged man.
I'm barely over 40.
44 is more than half of 80. And who knows that you won't die at 60?
Oh, Tom.
And just tell me this. Did Sarah look a day younger at 21 or 20 or 19 than she does today?
Well, no, but is that a crime?
I didn't say so.
Do you think so?
It's hardly my business.
Do you think so, Edith?
No, I don't think it's a crime. It's just bad taste.
Is it my fault if I don't seem to change much?
Whose fault would it be if not yours?
Oh, Edith, I can't help how I look. Dressing older doesn't seem to help. And if there were a reason that I couldn't help, it wouldn't be bad taste then, would it?
It's just odd, that's all. Isn't that a new dress, Sarah?
Yes, Tom gave it to me this morning. Isn't it lovely? Pink always has been my favorite color. Mr. Moonlight picked it all by himself.
It's not too bad. It's really not too bad at all. Sometimes I amaze myself.
It is pretty. What jewelry will you wear?
What shall I wear, Tom? My crystals?
It wants something with a touch of blue.
Blue? I don't think I have anything blue.
Yes, you have, my dear. The, what do you call it? You know, you haven't worn it for years. The dreared.
No.
Why, darling?
No!
What in the world is a dreared?
Oh, it's a necklace made of turquoise. It's very pretty and very, very old, and it belonged to Minnie. It was in her family for centuries, and she gave it to me for a wedding present.
Good heaven, why not wear that?
No!
But darling, it's just the right color. It would look wonderful.
I'm sorry, Tom, but I don't care for a beard. I don't think it looks very well on me.
But you used to like it when we were first married.
But I don't like it now.
Yes.
The baby is crying. Isn't anybody going up to see her before church?
I'd like to go up and see the baby Jane for a moment. May I, Sarah?
Of course.
Come along then, come along.
Tom,
Hmm?
you should be very nice to Edith.
Well, I am, aren't I?
Yes.
Why?
You see, she's in love with you.
Rubbish.
It's true.
I don't believe it.
Then you're very unobservant.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Perhaps she does like me and respect me, but I don't think any more than most women.
Then perhaps they're all in love with you, Mr. Moonlight. Except me?
You? Why, you adore me.
I don't.
Mrs. Moonlight, you worship me.
Mr. Moonlight, I don't.
Then just why did you marry me?
Why, pity, Mr. Moonlight.
Self-pity, madame, is a disgusting trait.
Is that so? Well, then I guess I'll just have to confess. It was my name. Any girl with the name of Sarah Jones would make inanimous sacrifices to be called Sarah Moonlight.
Sarah Moonlight.
Yes?
There's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Yes, Mr. Moonlight?
You've made me very happy. Funny, I probably told you I loved you far more times when I was 25, and yet I love you very much more now. I wouldn't have believed that was possible.
Oh, Tom.
Well, don't cry about it.
It's only that I love you so much and I'm afraid
Afraid of what?
it might end.
Not a chance. You aren't going to get away from baby Jane and me. You're ours legally, you know. We can take it right into court if necessary. Oh, Sarah, the best years are still ahead of us, the years when we'll grow old together.
Tom, suppose someone should be born who never did grow any older. I mean, after a certain age, at least, who never looked any older. What would happen?
She'd probably make a fortune in the freak show.
Tom, be serious. What do you think would happen? What would you think of a person like that?
Me? I've told you. I think she was a freak.
Oh, she would be very lonely, wouldn't she? No man would love a freak.
No decent normal man. Mrs. Moonlight, you'll look older in time.
You want me to look older?
Why, of course. But there's quite enough that's miraculous about my wife without perennial youth.
It sounds silly when I talk to you about it, but not when I'm alone. It's like a nightmare that's always there. You see, it's growing stronger, not weaker. I don't know what's going to happen.
Silly Miss Moonlight.
Tom, whatever happens, you'll always believe that I loved you, won't you?
Nothing's going to happen. In the morning, you'll look 35 and hate it. All right. I'll be back in a moment, dear. Your baby wants to see you before you go to church, Mr. Moonlight.
Minnie, I don't know what will become of me. I'm never going to look any older.
Nonsense.
It's true. I know it. I suppose I've really known it for some time. It was your necklace, Minnie.
Oh, that old piece of trash?
Remember the legend, one wish to every owner?
Why will you upset yourself over that diddle?
I wished, Minnie. It was just before Jane was born, and I used to wear your necklace always. I was afraid that when Jane was born, I might not look so pretty, and Tom might love me less. So I wished and wished that I might look never older. I wished, and now it's happened, and I'm a kind of freak.
Oh ho, don't torment yourself. It's not true. And if it is, think how lucky you are to be your own pretty self always.
Minnie, if ever you should get a letter from me, ever, do you hear?
Oh, now?
Everything in it you must treat as sacred. Not a soul must see it but you.
And what would be in it?
I don't know just now. I'd feel like that I could write to someone.
It's time to start for church, Sarah.
I don't think I'll go this morning, Tom. I have a headache.
A headache? Did you say you were up too late last night, Sarah?
Maybe I should stay home too. Keep you company.
Oh no, thank you, Mr. Moonlight. Never let it be said of me that any headache of mine stood between you and your slender chances of salvation.
That's a triple flip plant, Sarah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Edith. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Moonlight. May I kiss you goodbye?
I'm only going to church, my dear. It's only an hour.
It seems longer. Goodbye, Mr. Moonlight. It was 17 years before Sarah Moonlight, young as ever, saw Tom Moonlight again. When they came back from church that day, she was gone. She left a note that said she was going to kill herself, and it would be no use to hunt for her. But she went to Italy, and France, and Austria, and other places. And then, after 17 years, she'd found a way to come back for a visit. By that time, Tom and Edith were married, and Jane was grown up enough to receive suitors. Miss Moonlight pretended she was a cousin of Jane's own age. She stayed 3 weeks. A sad, wonderful, beautiful, heartbreaking 3 weeks. On the last day, she had a chat with Minnie. You packed everything, Minnie?
Of course I have. Does not your train go at 3:30?
Yes, I'm afraid it does.
Ah, you will come again?
After another 20 years?
Stuff and nonsense, long before.
Oh no, Minnie, what's the use?
To see us all.
To see you all growing old without me? To feel left behind?
Ah, there is no leaving behind. Ah, you're older in yourself, too.
Yes, in myself. That's one of my little troubles.
And who is this new music master you're off to meet in Paris?
A man who's going to arrange some concerts for me.
You shouldn't have to work.
It keeps me busy.
Ah, wherever did you go? Why did you?
I told you in my letter. I wanted to hide so that no one would suffer through me. All right, it was madness, hysteria, panic, but look at me. Look at me now. Do I look as old as my own daughter?
No. Have you friends?
I have cousins. They all know about me, and they're very kind. It was Maud's idea to write to Tom and Edith and say I was their daughter Joy and ask them to let me visit. I've missed you, Minnie. I wish you could come with me.
No, my place is here. That Tom Moonlight would be in a pretty way without me.
That Tom Moonlight.
Oh, here you are, Joy. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I haven't been far.
I'd like to speak to you a moment privately before you go. Will you please leave us alone, Minnie?
I suppose I will.
What is it, Jane?
Well, it's about Willy Rag. I want you to help me, Joy. We want to get married, and Father doesn't think he's the right person for me. So I thought if you were to speak with him, it's obvious that he's mad about you.
Oh, Jane.
Well, it's true. He talks about you all the time. He says you remind him of my mother, and that's the nicest compliment my father could pay a woman.
I'm sure I thank him very much for it.
So would you please tell him before you go what you think of Willy?
Are you sure you'd like me to?
Or very sure.
But, Jane, my dear, you see, what I think of Willy is really very much what Uncle Tom thinks of Willy.
Joy.
I'm so sorry, my dear. You want me to tell the truth, don't you?
Yes, but I thought you'd understand. Can't you see what Willie really is?
I'm afraid I can, my dear. I've been worried that you couldn't. Now, Percy Middling.
Percy Middling, he's impossible. He's a drip of the first water.
Percy has some very solid qualities. He'd make a good husband.
Yes, but not for me. I'm sorry I bothered you, Joy. I thought you'd be on my side.
My dear, I am.
That's what Edith says. But middle-aged people have forgotten what it's like to be in love.
Not always, Jane. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, you're not old enough to have forgotten yet. One of these days you'll be falling in love too, and then you'll know how I feel.
I've disappointed you. I'm sorry.
Oh, skip it. It's all right. I thought you'd understand.
May I come in, ladies?
Oh, Willie, of course. I'm so glad you're here.
My nice little Jane.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ragg. You're only just in time to see me. I'm off in half an hour, you know.
What a shame. I've come to regard you, Miss Joy, during the last 3 weeks, an essential corner of very happy triangle.
Why, yes. In fact, I don't know what our engagement would have been without you.
3 is not usually regarded as the ideal number for an engagement, but I shall miss you both. I'll feel very sorry for myself in Paris.
I'd love to go to Paris.
It's a lonely city.
Miss Jane, your father wants you in the library right away. That Percy Middling is with him.
All right, Minnie. Excuse me.
Well, may I sit beside you?
Why not, Mr. Ragg?
Until you call me Willie, I'm gonna feel very ill at ease with you. Unless you're afraid to.
I'm never afraid, Willie.
Then in case.
Why did you kiss me?
You'll never make me say I'm sorry.
What a shame that I'm leaving today.
You're not gonna get away from me now. I'll follow you.
To Paris? Paris is a very big place.
Where will you be?
I don't promise to see you if you come.
The address. Tell me.
84 Rue des Anglers.
84 Rue des Anglers. Now, I won't be able to come before.
Percy's come to say goodbye to Joy.
That's right. Shake hands with the lady, Percy. I was going to.
It was kind of you to come.
Not at all. It's been a great pleasure having you here. I wish you could stay a bit. We're going to have lots of excitement. A ball, a horse show. Oh, that reminds me, Jane. I'm terribly sorry, and so on. But I'm going out of town for a few days. I won't be able to take you and your mother to the horse show after all.
Oh, Willie.
I can't get out of it. You see, it's business.
But you haven't any business.
Isn't it a coincidence that Mr. Ragg has to come to Paris too?
Paris? Willie, for business?
Why, yes, dear. After all, people do business in Paris.
I see.
Now then, what would you like me to bring you back as a surprise?
Nothing, Willie. I don't think I like surprises.
Well, we'll see. Goodbye, Percy. Goodbye. Goodbye, Jane. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Jane, come and sit here by me.
No. Percy, will you do something for me?
Of course I will, Jane.
You know where Willie lives?
Yes.
Then will you take him this ring, please?
Of course. I would be only too glad, but...
Percy, do you still want to marry me?
Of course. I do, Jane. Very much. But,
Then you will ask Willie to congratulate you.
Jane, I don't understand.
Never mind. Don't try to understand now. Just go and do what I ask.
But, Jane.
Will you please go?
Yes, yes, of course, my dear.
There, my darling. Don't you care? Don't you care? He's not worth it.
Don't talk to me. I hate you. Do you hear? I hate you.
Oh, Jane.
Don't talk to me.
Jane, dear, what on earth are you saying?
Yes, surely that's no way to talk to your cousin.
Why did she have to come here and ruin my life?
What are you talking about?
I've just broken my engagement and I'm going to marry Percy. Now are all of you satisfied? She wanted Willie and she got him. I shall be unhappy all my life.
Now, darling, come along. You're going to lie down and have a nice rest. Come along with me. Come along.
Are you disgusted with me, Uncle Tom?
My child, I don't even know the facts.
Jane told you fairly I've stolen her young man. He was coming to Paris to see me.
I never would have thought it of you.
I did it so she'd give up on him. I didn't want him. I'd rather have Jane's love than this.
Then why did you do it?
You were against the marriage.
Yes, certainly I was. I thought they would never be happy.
So did I.
Really, my dear, I'm her father.
Yes, you're her father. I made up the address I gave him.
Very well, my dear.
Don't ask me any more questions, please.
Very well.
When Jane's over this, will you tell her what I've told you?
Of course I will.
Tell me, are you very happy, Mr. Moonlight?
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. That was Mrs. Moonlight.
Now introducing Roaring River Renegades Red Rider.
The Adventures of America's Famous Fighting Cowboy, Red Rider. Certainly, it's hard for America's famous fighting cowboy not to start roaming on the Painted Valley Ranch, with Buckskin and faithful little Beaver close by his side. Thus, as we join them now, we find them on the trail high above Roaring River, on the bend that sweeps between Sombrero and Sundown.
Well, boys, how do you like it?
Lily's two lady fingers read, "From here, the river looks like a painting in a book." Red, what was that noise? Sounds like the call of a werewolf.
Werewolf? No, Buckskin. That, my lad, was a steamboat whistle. See it down there?
Oh, me? See, but what those funny things on the side of the boat, Red Rider, look like water wheel?
Those are the paddles, little Beaver. That's why she's called a side wheeler.
That noise that come from...
Hold it! Gunshots!
Where are them shots coming from, Red?
Down in that valley, a man and a girl with some cattle. Get a wiggle on, we're going to investigate.
Get 'em up, propose, get along, get.
Roll thunder!
Blast and Sidewind and Rusting Coyotes. Look at them, cutting out half the herd.
Dad, give me this 6-gun and take this Winchester. I just reloaded it.
Give me that dad blasted thing.
Dad, look!
Miss him again.
Look, something's happening. The Russells are turning and running. Look at them scatter, will you, Dad? Gosh, that one cowboy certainly can't handle a gun.
Hold it, compadres. Whoa there, thunder. You folks all right?
I guess we are, all except for Dad's disposition. Gosh, you scattered those Russells like dried leaves in a windstorm.
If they'd have known there were only 3 of us, we'd probably be signing receipts for 3 harps and halos right now. By the way, my name's Ryder. This is known as Little Beaver, and the old-timer answers to the name of Buckskin.
I'm Connie Wilson, Miss Ryder, and this is my dad.
I sure owe you a lot, Ryder. You saved me from...
Suppose we let the thanks go for the moment, Mr. Wilson, and see if we can't round up your cattle. Little Beaver, help Miss Connie on her horse and let's ride. Now, what was that you were saying about the rustlers, Mr. Wilson?
Just what I told you, Red. There's half a dozen crooked no-goods in Sombrero, I suspect. But suspecting don't prove nothing.
Prove? Dad, you know full well who's behind it.
Who's that, Miss Connie?
Jeb Hinkle, the cattle broker. He was practically making his own prices. So this season, we all decided to drive to the railroad.
And he's the only man who could really benefit from stopping you?
Benefit? It means his entire business.
Isn't there any other way you can get to market besides driving into Sombrero and shipping it from there?
I wish there were. There's just a one dinky little railroad line.
How far is Sombrero from here?
Just 7 or 8 miles. Why?
I thought we might sort of ride into Sombrero and back. If I happen to run into Jip Hinkle, well, the time won't be wasted, believe me.
Hey, Jip! Jip!
Take it easy, Polly. What's eating on you?
Remember I told you about a puncher in a red shirt who runs us for off just as we was about to grab Wilson's cattle.
Mm-hmm.
I heard them down the blocking asking some of the boys out in the front in the Ace of Hearts cafe where he could find you, boss. I see him handling his 6-shooters.
He's handed with his gun, huh? Look, you're getting out of here, and when you see him heading this way, you're picking a fight with him. Get that?
I get it, but I don't like it. Suppose he recognizes me. Suppose...
Shut up and do as you're told. All I want is for that Jasper to start grabbing his gun. We got a sheriff in this town, and I'm gonna have that redhead in trouble.
Hey, why don't you look where you're going?
That must be the Castle Brooks office across the street, Red Ryder.
I guess it is, son.
Hey, why don't you look where you're going?
I didn't think I had to. You looked as if you knew where you were going.
Well, I'll tell you something, mister. We got an answer for troublemakers around this town. I'll show you.
If that's true, what are you doing roaming the streets?
I'll show you.
On, show me. But isn't this more like what you mean?
Red Ryder. Here. Now, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, Sheriff. I saw the whole thing. This rathead knocked this other gent down, and that wasn't satisfied and tried to blow him full of holes.
That's very interesting. What were you doing watching with the spyglass? You just came out of that door.
This redhead knocked this other gent down, and then wasn't satisfied and tried to blow him full of holes.
Gerard rude, did he?
He most certainly did.
Well, you're most certainly a liar.
Yeah, I want an apology right now.
You can get one, don't you? Empty your holster.
Why you?
I wanted you to see that, Sheriff. I thought maybe it would convince you if I drew first on that other polecat.
Well, Mo Hinkle said he saw you.
And I called Hinkle a liar, a dyed-in-the-wool, two-faced liar. And Sheriff, if you're interested in stopping the rustling south of the river, ask Hinkle some questions. And if you don't get the right answers, you'd better get some additional deputies.
With Rad's help, the ranchers safely delivered their cattle to the depot, only to be jumped by Jeb Hinkle and his gang, who are now making off with the cattle on a riverboat. Let's listen. Well, Polly, how are you enjoying your boat ride?
I'd been enjoying it a lot more if I didn't have a lot of cattle for fellow passengers.
Well, when we get the money for them, we'll be able to afford the presidential suite at the best hotel in town. We certainly put it over on that redhead and his friends, didn't we?
Yup, and didn't even leave a trace behind.
What the dickens? Polly, look! They're on the shore!
Jim, it's them ranchers. Jip, what are we going to do?
Hey, Cap, get this barge out in the middle of the river and open her up!
Jip, they got that little kid shooting flaming arrows, and one of them arrows just landed in that battle of seed, and it's caught fire.
Why, those dirty. Captain, show us some speed!
Come on, Thunder, keep on swimming. How are you doing, Beaver?
Papo, swim like champion.
I'm a watching Red.
And you shot those flaming arrows like a little champion. Easy now, boys. We've got to catch those ropes.
I'm a watching Red.
Okay, then grab, hold, and pull.
Me pull up now, Red Rider.
Watch it. And now.
Jeep, look out!
Why that interfering?
Duck, Buckskin. And now, Mr. Cattle Broker, we'll just show you what it feels like to be really broken. Broken in two.
Red, you knocked out the sidewinder overboard.
Oh, never mind him, old-timer. What we've got to do now is run this boat into the nearest bank and get off these cattle.
Well, Red, anytime you want a job bossing my ranch, just say the word.
Don't be silly, Father.
Anyhow, if there are any medals being handed out, Beaver sure ought to get one for marksmanship with that bow and arrow.
Me don't want medal, Red Rider. Me just happy to find chance one time to help you.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, we'll never get home standing around here, so long, folks.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Get 'em up, Papos. Get along.
Back to Painting Valley. Skissorble.
Pile after them, Thunder. Let's go. Roll Thunder.
Listen again next Thursday for another adventure of the West that lives forever, starring America's famous fighting cowboy, Red Rider.